up, guys? My name's Scott Thomas. Wave your hand if you can hear me, or if you're paying attention. Awesome. So my name's Skylar Thomas, Skylar Von Thomas, and I really like to brag about my name unnecessarily. I had nothing to do with choosing it, yet somehow I feel entitled to brag about my name. But my mom actually put a stop to that once, because I was telling the story of how I got my name to a friend. I'm like, yeah, my father knew a guy in high school who was named Skylar, so that's where they got the name. And my mom's like, oh, Sky. No, not at all. Your father got the name off a soap opera, so shut up. And guys, that's kind of how my life goes. I'm not very smooth, I'm not very cool, but I try to do the best I can with it. And you know, I used to be a lot bigger. I've actually lost an amount of weight recently, like 40 pounds. I'm pretty excited about that. Thank yous. One guy clapped, I appreciate that. But you know, it was fiscally irresponsible for me to be so large. Because what would happen is I'd be walking down the street and somebody'd stop and look at me and just be like, hey fatty, put down the fries. Go exercise. And I'd get so upset I'd throw my bucket of chicken at him. And then just half my lunch is gone. But you know, it's ironic because I've actually gotten made fun of more after having lost weight than I ever did before I lost weight. People keep on asking me if I'm on steroids. Guys, I'm not, a guy at work, he seriously asked me if he could buy steroids from me. I don't think he understands that if I tried, the one time I tried buying drugs, it was a sting operation. I showed up at the door, I'm like, hey man, all right, I'm here for some stuff, I'm here for some drugs. And he's like, no, just go home man. No, dude, I'm here. I'd really like some stuff. And he's like, no, go home kid, like, seriously not the right night. Well, 3 nights in jail later, I got out. It was weird. A couple things happened that I'm not proud of, but, you know, I've had a number of self-confidence issues, and that really translates when you're having sex. Because, like, you have those people, like, I'm sure we've all done this, where you have sex, but you're not that excited about it. You're just like, alright, sex, woo! I guess I'll do it. It's better than nothing. So you go ahead and you start having sex, and that's when it happens. Something weird happens that you can't take back. I was having sex and this girl told me she loves me. I didn't know what to say. I was just like, thank you? Yeah, I like you a lot too. You're awesome. But it got me thinking, you know, everybody's got those deal breakers. And, you know, a lot of times women, they've got those problems where they've got self-confidence issues. They think some guy's going to tell them no once they're having sex. If, you know, I've never understood painting your toenails. I have never met a man who was about to get it on and was just like, girl, those colors don't go together. What the fuck? What do you think you're doing? Put them away. I'm done. I'm done here. This is not happening. But, you know, porn stars, I thought about them because what are their deal breakers? Like, really, at that point, when you've been having sex so much for so long, what do you say no to? I don't know, but I know that I still feel sorry for their kids. Because you think about it, they're never going to inherit the family business. I mean, maybe they do. There's a special industry for that, I think. Or a special line of videos. But, you know, those parents, they're never invited to career day. And bring your kid to work day is straight out. You know, they just miss out on a lot. And, you know, I've run into a lot of trouble in my life, being African, half black, if you will. And, you know, you get different responses when you tell people that you're half black. Because some people, white people are like, oh, yeah, cool. I thought you were Samoan. But, you know, whatever. It's cool. However, you know, you get a slightly different response from black people. And I'm not trying to be racist, but you do get a different response. Black guys are like, all right, is it your mom or your daddy that's black? I'm like, it's my dad. And guys, I'm not sure you guys realize how weird it is having to argue with somebody about what race you are. I've had to do it. People look at me and I'm like, I'm half black. They're like, no, you're not. I'm sorry, what? You're not black. Seriously, I'm half black. No, you're not. Bitch, I've met my father. And then that happened, and the girl looks at me and she's like, there's proof right there. You can't be black. I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, how many black men you know that know their daddy? And I was like, shit, she's right. But sometimes I get the best of both worlds. Like, I've got a good credit score, I can hold a job, but I can't dance. And everybody thinks I'm gonna be really good at basketball, and I'm not. And it's really tough because you got a lot of expectations. And my name is Skylar Vaughn Thomas. I've got a lot of expectations because you can't be like an accountant with a name like that. It's got to be like astronaut or something cool. I don't know what it is, but something cool. You can't just be like librarian. Once I graduate, I've got to start doing something with my life. And guys, I got to tell you that my major, it's not one of the cool ones. Like, I imagine how nice it'd be if I was an engineering major. Come home from college, guess what, Mom? I'm gonna be an engineer. She's like, yes. I came home, I'm like, hey Mom, I'm gonna be an English major. I'm gonna write for a living. She's like, what's your backup? Don't worry, Mom, I got this. Oh, okay. So you're gonna be like teaching or something? No, Mom, I'm good. I'm gonna major in theater. I'm gonna be an actor. She's like, son of a bitch! I raised you better than this. But yeah, my mom, it's crazy living in our house because my mom, she thinks that she can do some things that she can't. I invited her out for my birthday last year when I turned 21. And I was just thinking, you know what, I'll be nice. I'll invite my mom out, first official beer at a bar. Have her out, she'll do a shot with me, then she'll go home. Mom will go home. Guys, you don't know how wrong I was. I'm 8 shots down when they tell me, Sky, go get in the car. Where are we going? Don't ask questions. Go get in the car. Okay, so I get in the car, I'm like, we're going to a strip club, aren't we? Stop asking questions. I'm gonna beat your ass. Alright, Mom. So when we pull up to a strip club, I'm like, alright, whatever. Mom's dropping me and my friends off at the strip club, That's cool. But we get in free because my mom knows the owner of the strip club. And then my mom is telling the strippers, it's his birthday. And you cannot imagine how not sexy it is when a stripper comes up to you, hey, so your mom said it's your birthday? Why do you say that? Yeah, I'm a big boy. Could you order me a round of shots, please? Because you don't know what to say. But finally I got over it, I'm at the strip club with my mother. At some point, I just cognitively shut that down. And I got into it. And we go down to the stage, my older brother's like, alright Sky, here's what you gotta do. You take $1, you put it in your mouth, and she'll come up and take it from you. So I take it, he's like, watch this. He takes $1, puts it in his mouth, she comes up to him, just takes it out, rubs her tits in his face. I'm like, cool! I want to try that. Just not on her, because me and my brother are not that close, and I don't know where his mouth has been. But then I weighed a couple girls because I want a really attractive girl to go up, and it's Springfield, so it takes like 4 girls before that happens. And then I wait for her to take her top off because, I want my $1 worth. Let's be serious. And so she takes her top off. I'm like, all right, here we go. $1 in my mouth. I give her the stare. She comes up to me real sexy, looks down at me and goes, hey, take that out of your mouth. That's disgusting. And I'm just like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I am degrading you. No, please, forgive me. Because I was raised to be a gentleman. I've got 4 sisters. You guys don't understand what that's like, but it is such a detriment to being sexy. You can't feel like you don't. I've had girls where, I was getting into it, we were starting to mess around, I was excited, and she just goes, alright, tell me what you want me to do. And I stop because I don't know how to be demanding of women. I'm just like, I'd like a blowjob. Are you okay with that? Do you mind? Please? I If not, it's up to you. It's cool. If not, and guys, it's really weird because I'm still making the transition from being a fat kid who didn't get hit on to actually getting hit on. And you know, there's been a couple weird times where I didn't know someone was hitting on me until too late. Like, and there's a couple people like in high school. There's one of those people that hits on you that you just feel like a terrible person for the thoughts that come through your mind. This girl was in a wheelchair and started hitting on me, and I wasn't attracted to her. But I thought to myself, you know, she's already sitting down, and this is the perfect height. I'm going to hell. But that's what I got. Thank you guys for your time. I hope you guys have a great evening.